Welcome to the final segment of DermTV Viewer Questions Week for August 2013. Today's episode will feature questions from DermTV YouTube viewers and DermTV.com viewers. Hello, I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and welcome to DermTV. First, I'm going to start with DermTV YouTube viewer questions. So today's first question is, it's from Tally, 403, and it's concerning the episode on what is exfoliation. And she says, can exfoliation dehydrate the skin? Actually, Tally, no, it can't. Dehydration occurs because of the loss of water, and exfoliation won't have any effect on water loss. Actually, prolonged exfoliation or repetitive exfoliation actually will reduce water loss by helping thicken the good live skin underneath as it removes the excess dead cells. She has a question, a follow-up question though, which says, also I've heard that exfoliation can age the skin in the long run. Is that true? Certainly not. Exfoliation does not age the skin because the skin is made from pluripotential stem cells, which means they don't have a finite number of reproductions. They have an infinite number of divisions. So if exfoliation aged the skin, then actually what would happen is as you got older, if you scratched yourself, it would stop healing. But the skin doesn't stop healing. It maintains its ability to heal and reproduce. Exfoliation makes your skin short-term and long-term look more beautiful, healthier, and younger looking. So hang in there with your exfoliation. Letty 630 on the episode on how to remove skin tags at home. Hi doctor, I'm confused about skin tags and warts. Could you do a video on how to tell between the two? Letty, I don't know that there's enough in there to do a video about, but I think the main thing you have to know is that warts tend to be much wider than they are tall. So warts tend to look more like the shape of my hand, as opposed to skin tags, which tend to be like the shape of my finger. They tend to be much taller than wide. Or skin tags tend to have a very narrow stalk and be a little bit larger on the top. But the point about a skin tag is that it really has much more of a vertical component than a horizontal component, as opposed to most warts, which are much wider than they are tall. And that's the whole episode. Candle Cane about the episode on can you make your own vitamin C serum? A lot of commercially made serums are in acid form, not ester form, including Colex-C. Does that mean they do not penetrate the lipid barrier very well, or is this distinction only crucial in DIY? Actually, it applies to even commercial forms of vitamin C, so that esters tend to be more stable, penetrate better, and be less irritating than non-esters. So yes, it does apply to all forms. Lulu Shen about the benefits of eye creams. Hi, Dr. Schultz. Do I need to apply sunscreen on my eye area if I'm wearing sunglasses? You bet you do, because I'll bet you take those glasses off from time to time, and I will bet that there is sunlight and therefore dangerous UV rays that bounces all over different surfaces, gets around your sunglasses, and I bet your sunglasses aren't those wraparound style. But even if they are, use a sunscreen even when you're wearing sunglasses. And going down 71 about the episode on can you exfoliate dark skin? What about jessner peels, which is safe for oily, dark, pigmented skin? It really depends on what the strength of your jessner peel is. So the bottom line on can you exfoliate dark skin is, if it's going to irritate you, it's going to darken you. All right, let's go on to some questions from DermTV.com viewers for this month. And we're going to start with Kimberly, who asks, which one is worse, tanning in a tanning bed or laying out in the sun? Definitely tanning in a tanning bed. And the reason is, when you lay out in the sun, your lifetime experience gives you a sense of how much sun you're getting, how much damage you could be accumulating, what the relationship is between starting to feel warm on your skin and knowing that you're getting burned. When you're in a tanning salon, you have no way of sensing the relationship between the amount of dangerous UV you're getting and how long you've been there. The bottom line is nobody knows, because often the bulbs are not calibrated. We don't know if they're new bulbs, old bulbs, and you don't know how much energy you're getting, so you have no way to judge it. So, as you know, I'm not a big fan of tanning, and the bottom line is that if your skin is tanned, it's been damaged. But if you just can't live without your tan, don't get it at a tanning salon, please. Lisa asks, "Hi, Dr. Schultz. I've been using facial massages on my face," well, that makes sense, "and around the eye area for a few months, and I've noticed that the skin seems less firm around the eyes. Have I caused the skin to be permanently droopy, or will it go back to how it was? Thanks." I'm 28 years old, by the way. Lisa, that was helpful to tell me your age, because you still have a lot of good elastic tissue, and there's a good chance that you have not completely broken that elastic tissue, and that if you give it a chance to recover, that your skin will not be that droopy. But this goes to the point of why I do not recommend facial massage, because I am opposed to any unnecessary repetitive motions of facial skin that cause stretching, because I believe that the elastic tissues, the elastic fibers in your skin have a finite number of stretches, and if you stretch them enough times, you will break them. Of course, that begs the question, well, can you make new elastic tissue? And while you can make new elastic tissue, when you look at it under the microscope, it doesn't look like functional elastic tissue. It doesn't have these wavy lines that you would expect to need, just like a ribbon, the shape of a stretched ribbon, which is wavy from the elasticity. It's rolled up coils of fibers, and those rolled up coils of fibers just don't have functional elasticity. And the last question for today's edition of Viewer Question Week comes from Deanna. And Deanna says, "How do you get rid of moles without going to the doctor?" Deanna, you can't get rid of moles without going to the doctor. You certainly can't do it safely. First of all, you have to make sure that it's a mole. Number two, you have to know it's a normal mole. Well, you can't know if it's a normal mole unless after it's been removed, it's sent to a laboratory. One also needs to know if the mole's been removed completely. So please, don't try to remove moles at home. This is not a do-it-yourself project, not for moles. It can be dangerous. See a dermatologist if you either think that the mole has changed and therefore should be removed, or if just for aesthetic reasons you don't like the mole, have it done professionally. Please join me again at dermtv.com. If you have a question, please send it to me by visiting dermtv.com/question. I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and thank you for watching today.